Hi everyone, how's it going? Jacob here. You know, right now it's just a few days to President-elect Trump's inauguration. And that's got a lot of the Christian community wondering, what do we need to do? What do we need to think about for President Trump? There's been just huge discussion the last few months about him, whether or not he is in fact a Christian, how strong a Christian he is, or whether or not he even believes in God. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a nation as a whole have done just a terrible, terrible job at doing the most important thing we can for our elected officials. And that's not just Trump, that's President Obama as well, President Bush, President Clinton, President Bush again, and President Carter, President Reagan, all of us, especially in more contemporary times, we have not prayed for our elected officials like we have. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we need to be praying for our leaders. Pray that, well, first of all, if they don't already know Jesus and don't already know God, that they would know Him and grow close in Him and grow in Him. We also need to be praying that, well, they lead our country in a strong Christian way, in a godly manner. Now, a lot can be said about either sides of the political aisle, Republican or Democrat, whether or not they've got it all right, whether or not they've got their doctrine right, not only as individuals, but as a party. And really that's just something we need to just kind of look past whenever it comes to remembering that we need to pray for them. We need to pray for them just as we would anyone else on the street. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a country have sinned. We have let our leaders down just in the same way that our leaders may have not done what we wanted and let us down. Brothers and sisters, please pray for President Trump. Many of us, well, like I said, question whether or not he really is a Christian. And his pastor, or who at least who claims to be his pastor, Paula White, says that he's a baby Christian. And that may very well be true. I feel like with the rhetoric I've heard from him, that if he isn't Christian, he is a baby Christian. That being said, I've got very real doubts about Pastor Paula White and her doctrine. That being said, we need to pray also that President Trump gets the right doctrine. You know, the prosperity gospel is extremely dangerous, and that seems to be what Paula White subscribes to and what she teaches. Ladies and gentlemen, pray for President Trump. Pray for his family, that they all are led to Christ and lead in a Christly, godly manner. Also, ladies and gentlemen, pray for President Obama. I know myself, I didn't vote for President Obama, and I haven't supported much of his policy. But ladies and gentlemen, I did pray for him. Now, granted, I should have probably prayed for him and his family more, but in that same manner, even if you're not a Republican, if you're a Christian, we all have a duty to pray for our leaders. Please, pray for President Trump. That is super important, not just as Christians, but as United States citizens who are also Christians, or rather, Christians who are also United States citizens, because first of all, our real citizenship is not here on earth, not in the United States, but in the kingdom of heaven. Thanks everybody for listening. I hope you'll have a blessed day.